Friday night, I went off to see Dream Theater, who are, I suppose the way I would describe them as a prog rock band. Started following Dream Theater because I started following a keyboard player called Jordan Rudess, who many of you would have seen demoing keyboards for Roland and Korg. No, not yet seen him play the Yamaha, but mostly Roland and Korg stuff over the years. Very accomplished musician as far as I'm concerned. And Dream Theater is a band, so they're in London, they're playing at the Palladium in London, or they have been playing at the Palladium in London. So I went to see them, and bloody hell, guys, you do not half know how to play your instruments. Really good concert, fantastically long. They basically did the entire of the new album from start to finish as a sort of rock opera piece, which was really fantastic. You get your money's worth. They were on stage from 8 o'clock for an hour and a half. Then they took a 20-minute break, and then they were on for another hour and 10 minutes. So I think it was about 11, just before 11 o'clock, before we left the theatre. So, do I have any criticisms? Not really. The only thing I would say was the lead singer struggled to get his voice in the Palladium above the guitars and the drums, but they sort of then usually quite often have that problem. So, you know, the sound man was trying his best. Other than that, yeah, it was a really good concert. And if they're in a city near you in the next few weeks while they're on tour, highly recommend going to see them, just to see you know, people who really understand the craft of making music, make music. Jordan was the reason why I ended up buying the Kronos as my latest addition to the studio. I watched several videos of him playing this instrument, which he had some influence on some of the sounds on it. I mean, there's even a sound on here that says J. Rudess Japanese Grand, so I would imagine that came from Jordan at some point down the line. So the only thing I would say, and it does annoy me a little bit, is I obviously bought my T-shirt from the official merchandising inside the theatre. You know, the thing about, you know, musicians nowadays is you don't get an awful lot of money from, you know, plugging your records out there, because every bugger rips them off. So, you know, when you play live, that's when you make your money. And what really annoyed me was openly outside the theatre as we walked out, there were street hawkers trying to sell Dream Theater T-shirts and materials, not vastly cheaper than they were selling them in the theatre, I might add, but obviously the quality of the merchandise was not as good as what you get in a theatre, and that just annoyed me because there was no police there was nobody stopping them, they were just doing it. Anyway, ran over. If you get the chance to go and see Dream Theater in concert, go and see them. It's well worth, and it's an experience well worth seeing. All right.